Let's do some Bible study today. Today we're going to be looking at the parable of the pearl found in Matthew 13 verses 45 through 46. I'll be reading these verses from the CSB version. Here's the verse on the screen, so let's read them and break them down together today. And so they read. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls. When he found one priceless pearl, he went and sold everything he had and bought it. The kingdom of heaven can be thought of in this verse as a place where God dwells. The place where God dwells is obviously a very valuable place. That is where the idea of the pearl comes in. Pearls were very valued in the ancient times. When it's said in this verse that the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of a fine pearl, the merchant in this story can represent anyone who's looking for something of value, a truth worth value. And the pearl represents the priceless presence of God found in the kingdom of heaven. It says, when he found one priceless pearl, he went and sold everything he had and bought it. So the pearl here represents something of value, but it also represents the kingdom of heaven and how it is priceless. And the idea of the merchant selling everything he had and buying it represents the commitment and sacrifice as believers when we decide to prioritize the kingdom over everything. That was a breakdown of the parable of the pearl and today's Bible study.